I want to thank Dante and Desert Toyota for making this evening such a great success. I hope everybody's having a good time tonight. I'm going to be trying out some new material on you, so bear with me. That's why I brought my little cliff notes. Are there any pussy lovers in the house tonight?
That's Dante.
Ha, I was talking about the four-legged ones. I know you guys are always worried that you're going to end up with a crazy cat lady, but it was the opposite for me. I ended up with a crazy cat dude. He had like over a dozen cats. I made the mistake of telling him he could have as much pussy as he wanted as long as they had 4 legs. Siamese twins don't count. Unless The Rock has one. I will totally join that freak show. Have you ladies ever been in a relationship for a long time and after a while everything he does annoys you? But it's not that you won't leave him, it's just you refuse to give him the satisfaction. Because you know the minute you break up with him, he's going to lose that 100 pounds, look like The Rock, become a rock star at last, and lose all those annoying habits like always being broke. Screw that, right, ladies? Why should he end up with a happy ending? Or how about when you're with a guy that refuses to get his hands dirty? That pisses me off. I know it's better than being pissed on, but that's enough about R. Kelly. So, I just don't understand. Why do I have to be the one to clean the toilet when you're the one who pissed on it? My aim is good, right? Who decided that women have to do all the dirty jobs just because we don't have a penis? But I'm the one who fills out all your credit card applications because everything you write looks like you wrote it with your penis. That's alright, I don't let it get me mad anymore. I just get even. You know? I told her, if you're going to treat me like a maid, you're going to pay me like one. A legal one. Because I don't work for cheap. Anymore. Until tonight. It's great. I love being the center of attention. Thank God for cleavage, am I right, ladies? Otherwise, we never get laid when we're fat. Oh, I've always struggled with my weight. I've always had an extra 15 pounds that I carry in my ass. That's why I thank God every night for J-Lo and Sir Mix-a-Lot. Tone Loc was my first concert ever. Had my first sip of Funky Comedina when I was 12. It was awesome. I remember Tears for Fears opened up, and then it was Milli Vanilli before the scandal. Like we didn't know. Or how about Paula Abdul before the Idol Madness? I have Idol Madness. I watch that show religiously. I think I'm addicted to Simon Cowell's chest hair and hypnotized by his bright white smile. Can you believe how popular that show is? Did you know that over 100 million people voted for who would be the next American Idol? Can you imagine if that many people came to the polls and voted on something that mattered? We might actually get something done. I'm actually new to the whole comedy business. I used to be a stripper, believe it or not. And my favorite thing was when I could make a guy laugh. Not by taking my clothes off. So, you know, I think if you're a girl born and raised in Vegas, you're automatically a stripper in training. Just because you have a pair of tits doesn't mean they look good on a pole. Maybe stroking one, but that's a whole other profession. I feel kind of weird being up here with my clothes on. Maybe if I hug the pole, I'll feel my cute. It was great. I got to, you know, make lots of money, make my own hours, be my own boss. That never made myself go to work. I get to hear questions from guys like, so, what do your parents think? I'd be like, well, I hope they still form a cocktails. I'm not telling. Or I get questions like, what are you doing here? You seem so talented and smart, you know? And I tell them, I think if I was the president of the United States, you'd still want me to take my top off. They're nice, too. I what they look like when you're born with these curves. I used to tell guys, I hope you're hungry, because I'm a full course meal. I'm lucky that while I was a stripper, I never had any stalkers. At least not any bad ones. Are there any strip club fans in the house tonight?
Yeah.
One girl. I love it. I love it. I just want to know who told the girls that leg warmers brought sexy back. The 80s call. They said you can keep them, okay? Couples going to the strip clubs are really popular. It reminds me of that movie Goodfellas, where on Friday night they take the girlfriends, Saturday night they take the wives. I think the wives dig it more than the guys. Finally, somebody else can pretend to like him for a dollar. I used to meet people from all over the world, speak different languages. I get a lot of Latin guys. I only knew enough Spanish to tell them how much a dance was or my name. But true story, I thought the word baño in Spanish meant blowjob. I have all these guys ask me for the bathroom, and I'd be like, no! And they're like, yes! And I'm like, I've never had so many guys ask me to polish their knob. I was afraid I had cocksucker written on my forehead. Turns out it's just jackass. You know, it's really a miracle that I'm standing in front of you tonight. I almost drowned when I was 1.5 years. Head first in the toilet. Swear to God. Can you imagine that being my legacy? Or the mom who had to decide whether or not you're going to give that baby CPR? Like, oh, make another one. My mom has a ton of these stories to tell about me. She loves making me relive all my best moments over and over again. I thought of a way to get her back, though. I'm not going to give her grandkids. My brother actually beat me to that. I got to name his kid, though. He loves his son's name, he just hates the fact that I thought of it. You know, most women, we always think of everything and they take all the credit, right? So I come from a multiracial family, actually. My first stepdad was black. My second was black and white. The third one was a redneck. My mom was married 4 times, including my dad, who was a little short Jew. So what can I say? She doesn't discriminate. I have never been married. I've been happily unmarried for a few years now. And I know most of us have problems, you know. Most of it is about the driving though, right? You know, in the car. He drives like an old lady. I can't stand it. So the worst part though, right, ladies, is when they try and give you a shortcut. Tell me how going from a 45-mile-an-hour, well-lit street to a 25-mile-an-hour road with no lights and a dip at every stop sign is faster, right? But we don't get mad anymore, just get even. Send him to the store for fishnets and tampons. I want to see the look on the cashier's face, because he is not a pretty woman. He looks like George Lopez. Or the family, you know, the dad from Family Guy, but he hates it when I make fun of him. He's one of those guys that can dish it out, but he can't take it. It's not his only problem. He has a weight problem, too. The problem is he weighs too much. But I don't have really good eating habits either, because if there's cream in it, I will eat it. That sounded kind of dirty. Has anybody heard about how Domino's delivers Haagen-Dazs ice cream now? Isn't that great? I love how they'll do anything to get your business except make a good pizza. All right, you guys have been wonderful. Thank you for your time. I want to let you guys get back to the show. Just remember, if it's got cream in it, eat it.
Wow, thank you very much, Jennifer, and let's go. We're going to have a few more minutes.